Good morning, loves, and happy Monday. Happy Monday, and welcome back to another vlog. I hope you all that are watching had an amazing Mother's Day, regardless of what motherhood looks like for you. I pray that it was amazing and that you celebrated you or somebody celebrated you. But anyway, so we're back to another weekly vlog. Not sure if it's going to be a daily or a spend a few days with me. But either way, we're here.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key.
But before I keep rambling, which you know that I do, I want to welcome back all of my subbies. You know it is mad love here. Y'all are a part of my family. And if it is your first time tuning in, do me a big favor and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll never miss any of my videos. All right, you guys, like I said, it is Monday. It's actually early. I've been moving around super early this morning. Me and the hubs had to run an early morning errand. Then I laid back down for about an hour. Tried to sleep, but he was watching Blackish reruns, so that didn't happen. But now I'm on the way to... I have to go to the bank, and today is not just because I need to make money moves, but I got to get a new card. So let me tell you what happened. So Sunday morning, like 8 o'clock, I get a text that someone tried to use my card at Sam's for $110. And I'm like, what? Oh, this is fraud. Deny. Mind you, it woke me up out of my sleep. So they sent me the message, please call. So they called, and of course they, canceled my card. So something told me, it was like, look through your emails, because it says Sam's membership, but I'm like, I don't pay $110 for my Sam's Club membership. So I not Google, but in my email search engine, I searched for Sam's Club membership. And so it was an email that they sent probably October of last year that said that memberships will be increasing. If you pay $45, you'll be paying $50. And if you pay $105, you'll be paying $110. So I was like, oh, this is definitely fraud, because one, they hadn't sent me a reminder that they normally do saying that my membership fee was coming out. And then two, I don't have the $100 membership. And I'm on hold with them right now. Hopefully I can get to them. How I go from 20 minutes to 22 minutes the whole time? Hopefully I get them on the phone before I go in the bank, because I hate to hang up and start all over again. But anyway, so I was like, oh, this is fraud. I said, because my membership should have only went to $50. So the charge, so when I went back to look at like when the last time I was charged, it does fall on this time of the year, May, 14th or whatever. But again, I'm annoyed because one, you didn't send your membership will be coming out on this day. Like, isn't that against the law not to remind you when your membership is coming out? And then two, you're going to take it out for $110. So what I ended up doing was going to my Sam's Club app, because my Sam's Club card is not a premium card. On the app, they've upgraded me to premium. I didn't ask to be upgraded. So I need them to refund me my $60. I'll pay my $50 because I don't use my Sam's Club card that much, but I use it enough to benefit from having it. But I'm like, how you gonna upgrade me? And I left my Sam's Club card at home. because watch, they said, well, you have to go to a local Sam's Club. So anyway, so I said all that to say is I have to go to my bank, get them to give me a new card. That's the one thing that I like about Call Federal. They have the machines there where they can print you a new card with the chip and everything. So I'm going to do that because I need my debit card, because I don't want to be walking around with a bunch of cash. And then two, I have a lot, not a lot, but a lot of, half of my automatic withdrawals are linked to my actual debit card number. And so I have to go through and figure out all those accounts that are linked through my debit card number. This is a headache. Happy belated Mother's Day. So let's see what they say now. So they say my estimated wait time is 22 minutes. And I just told y'all when they said it was 22 minutes. The minutes don't change. Here they go. Alright guys. So I got my new bank card. I was trying to keep the same card number, but since I reported it as fraud, I couldn't do that. But it's neither here nor there. Called Sam's Club, ended up getting on the line and having to take the whole entire call while I was in the bank, but they understood. So listen, if I don't tell y'all anything, always advocate for yourself, but advocate for yourself in a respectful manner. And I say that is because I've been in customer service before, so I know when a customer is frustrated, they're not really taking it out on you, but when you've been taking call after call after call, you don't want to hear their frustration because it makes it harder for you to service them. So when I normally call and I need something done, and I y'all, I don't have no coffee at home, and I don't want to go to Starbucks, but I'm about to go to Starbucks. My Nespresso order is on the way, but I need something now. But yeah, anyway, so what I was saying is that that's my cousin. We were supposed to meet up today, and she's just texted me telling me she can't meet up with me, which it kind of works out because I'm exhausted. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So the moral of the story is, the reason why I said when you advocate for yourself, you want to also make sure that you're being respectful to the representative, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want them to feel like you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to always be considerate to somebody else's spit. It's not their fault that spit happens. But anyway, so I called, got through. The guy was like, he needed to transfer me to billing, so he transferred me to billing. He stayed on the line. Love that for me. Got to that department, and the guy was like, we can downgrade your membership and take you off of auto renewal, which is cool. But again, if I'm on an auto renewal, you still need to send me a notification. Because what if I would have closed that bank account and forgot? People forget. When you get an annual membership for anything, whether you enroll in automatic enrollment or not, still send a notification. But anyway, and so he said, and then we'll send you a $60 gift card for the difference to Sam's Club. I said, well, I don't shop in Sam's Club that much to use a $60 gift card. Like when I go to Sam's Club, it's literally just for stocking up on waters, or when my husband does his community events. So that $45, $50 a year, it pays for itself in the few times that we use it, but I don't use it enough to take $60 out of my pocket. Like, I need that $60. Shoot, I almost cussed. I did cuss. I need the whole 110. But, you know what I'm saying? Thank God I've been doing better with my budget, having just funds available just in case of situations like this. Stuff come out that you don't expect for, plan for. You want to always plan even if the opportunity doesn't present itself. But that's a whole nother message within itself. But I said all that to say was, I said if a gift card is the only option, I'll be willing to take a Visa gift card, because then that way I can take that Visa card and, use it towards gas, or even to use it to pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna give me, like, he was like, well, I'm unable to do that. I said, well, let me speak to your manager. Like, I won't even go fuss at him, because I understand everybody got levels. Hold on, let me order some coffee. I'm so nervous. I got coffee. Saturn is nasty. Can I get... Can I get a iced caramel macchiato grande?
Grande iced caramel macchiato?
Yes, but can you make that a triple?
You said triple shot in there?
Yeah.
Alrighty, what else for you today?
That's it.
Alrighty, $6.84, just hold on.
$7. This joint better be good, because like I said, I went to Starbucks on Saturday. I drank half of it and threw the other half away, and that is not me. I pray that this is good. Let me find my app. Let me find my app.
Hi, $6.84 is your total today?
Thank you.
You want to use your points to get it for free?
No.
You need a straw?
Yes, please.
I'm ready. It should be out shortly.
All right, thank you.
Ice caramel macchiato?
Yes.
Gotcha. Here you go.
Thank you so much. I got one. Thank you. You too. Y'all, this better be good. Listen. $6. I could have put an extra $5. Well, an extra $6 and went to Target and bought me some Starbucks espresso pods. Like, that's the mind space that I'm in right now when it comes to how I'm spending my money. I got to, especially since my husband daddy has been on me about making it make sense. But anyway, it don't make no sense for me to go spend that money on that when I got 20, 40, when I got like about 50 pods that's coming from Nespresso. And hopefully I'll get them today so I can show y'all what I got, because normally I don't share my Nespresso stuff. And I need to clean my Keurig. Not my Keurig, my Nespresso machine. All right, that's not bad. When all else fails, go to your clutch or caramel macchiato. Like, whether it's hot or cold, caramel macchiatos typically never fail me. It's just when I try to do lattes and stuff like that, it'd be like a hot mess. But anyway, so what I was saying was, when he couldn't do what he could do, instead of me debating back and forth with him, in which most of us do, well, I don't know, and y'all charge me, y'all ain't giving up, I'm like, one, it's levels, that's above his station. My first question before I did ask the supervisor, because it is his job to try to, his or her job to resolve the issue before you escalate it. And I was like, that's not acceptable to me. I need to blah, 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 blah. He said, well, I'm unable to do any, I said, well, let me just go ahead and speak to your manager. Like, I'm talking in the same tone that I was talking. Plus, I'm tired. I don't have no coffee in my body. So you ain't getting energy, but you ain't getting disrespect either. So he was like, okay, hold please. So he put me with the manager. Well, he was trying to, and then the call got dropped. I was like, oh, I know he disconnected me, but he called me right back. So that's a win for me. Because a lot of times you call these call centers, they so fit to be tired or whatever. They just be like, well, she'll call back. And I'm like, that's the one thing that I don't like. Like, if you have went through a whole process with a rep, they should automatically call your phone number that you have on file to reconnect with you. Now, I don't know if all call centers allow that, but I know that when I was in call centers, that's what we did. Or when I had cases, that's what I did. But they did also verify this, like, if we get disconnected, what's the best number? So I will say this, Sam's Club's customer service right now, in my opinion, is top tier. They don't give you no pushback, because a lot of times some people don't even want to connect you to a supervisor. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I was sitting on that, so I got on the line with the supervisor. She was nice and calm, told what was going on. And she was like, because they don't have any recent transaction history with the card number that I used, that because they're on some type of line where they can't take credit card information over the phone. She was like, she needed to have that team call me back within 24 to 48 hours. She gave me a reference number. She's like, if you don't hear anything from them, please refer back to the reference number and the email that will send you directly back to me. So even though I'm out of money, that $60 right now, because I mean, rightfully they have rights to that $50. Regardless if they sent me a notification or not, I just need to put it on my annual calendar that around the 14th of every year in May, the money's will come out, which I shouldn't have to, but it's neither here nor there. But I can definitely say, like, that's probably one of the best customer service experience that I had, because it was a twofold scenario. Like, I wasn't irate, and they also was calm, because nobody wants to be charged no money that they didn't plan to be charged. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know you owe that money or not. Like, I got automatic withdrawals for my P.O. box. They send me reminders all the time. But the one thing about my P.O. box, they be saying that the due date is XYZ, but they be trying to take it out earlier than that. I don't like that. But anyway, the more of the story is advocate for yourself, but don't be aggressive and irate when you do it. People hear you better when you talk with a firm, non-confrontational voice. You don't want to be like, oh, well, never mind. But then you don't be like, eh. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to operate in wisdom. The scripture says to be as gentle as a dove, but as wise as a serpent. And it doesn't mean to be a snake, but a snake does operate meticulously. His moves are calculated. So what that is saying is that when you are making moves, make smart, wise moves. Don't be a dove in a situation where you got to be wise and meticulous. And don't be wise and meticulous when you need to be soft and gentle like a dove. But let me make this transaction. Hold on. Alrighty. Got my change so I could do towels at the salon. I made my deposit. So the only thing, oh my gosh, I forgot. I start my Humira injections today. I'm so nervous. Guys, I'm so nervous. I don't know if I want to do it or get my husband to do it. I'm going to be a big girl. I'm going to do it. And I don't even know what the best time of day to do it. Oh. So I do that. I got to do that today. And I have to go get my labs done that I get all the time, you know, because I'm on my medication for the others. I mean, and I still have to, that's the thing, even though I'm taking the injections, they still want me to take the methotrexate. And I didn't take my folic acid yesterday. I got quite a few things that I need to get done. The car's in the shop getting its maintenance and stuff, and getting summer ready, make sure the air conditioner, all that stuff is straight. So the hubs may be dropping me off to work tomorrow, but I told him I got some stuff I got to do when I get off from work. I need to go to World Market because I'm out of vanilla syrup, and I think I'm gonna get 2 because I realistically only use vanilla with a little bit of caramel every now and again. I'll use like my cupcake or my cane syrup, sugar cane syrup, like when I'm doing my cold foams. But all the other ones I don't really use that often, but I'm glad I have them, because when I do have a hankering for something different, or I want to try something different, at least I have them. But yeah. And then TJ Maxx, they never have the vanilla. They always got vanilla bean, and I do have vanilla bean. No, I got French vanilla, but they never have like straight vanilla syrup by Tarani, and that's the only one that I use. I can't say that I like or dislike anything else. I just always have used Tarani. But anyway, so I know this part of the vlog is like all over the place, but going back to dealing with my Sam's Club situation. So I really wish I wouldn't have gotten that text message so early, because I did everything backwards. I researched stuff backwards. And if I would have just researched it first, I could have just put my car on a hold versus reporting it as fraud. But you know what I'm saying, that's just like somebody calling you, like a family member calling you like 3 in the morning. They don't never call you 3 in the morning. You gonna freak out, and your judgment and your reasoning is gonna be way off. So you're just gonna be reacting. And that's how I did. I reacted. I'm like, oh, I know I ain't trying. And then they tried to do it twice. The first time it denied, then it tried it again. So I was like, oh, this is definitely fraud. And then I just saw Sam's member Arizona, and I'm like, I don't have no membership in Arizona. So the whole thing was an inconvenience, but if I would have did my detective work before I made the phone call, it would have been a different story. But it's a reason. I'm glad that I do have a new card number. Sometimes for security purposes, especially when you use your cards online all the time, sometimes it's good to get a whole new card number, because you know, people hacking systems all the time. And I had really thought that I had got hacked because I'd used a website I never purchased on before. So I was like, daggone it, they got me. So the way it all kind of like played out, it just like to me made perfect sense. It was fraud. Like I ordered, because I wanted these sneakers that I've been seeing on, that I saw on Instagram years ago, and I've always wanted them. And whether they're in style or not, I don't care. I just think they were cute. And so one of my clients, who's a high schooler, she know all about the places to get sneakers and all this stuff. So I said to her what I wanted, and so she sent me the link. She said she had shopped there before, but you know how it be when you don't shop on places before. And you know, kids, they be like nilly-willy. So I was nervous about ordering the sneakers, but I went ahead and ordered them. And that was on Saturday. And then to wake up Sunday to that, I just knew that I had got jacked. So, I mean, the pieces were there. It was just to a different puzzle. Yeah, it wasn't a fraud puzzle. But, you know what I'm saying? Everything worked out. So for the rest of today, I really need to go to the gym. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Hopefully the car will be out today, and if so, then I can go to the gym, because I'm really, really committed to going to the gym at least at a minimum of twice. I really would like to get to the point where I'm going at least 4 days a week, because I have a vision of how I want to feel and look by our anniversary, which is July, which gives me plenty of time. Like, I'm not trying to be like snatch and look like I was in high school. I like being a thick chick, but I want to get the weight down, and which I know that has to do with diet, coupled with exercise, because with me being a woman in my ending of my 40s, almost 50, my body and my ability to lose fast by just doing certain things is just not factual anymore. So I say all that to say is that I like the thickness that I am right now, because by me having huge boobs, me trying to be small ain't gonna get it. And then I don't want to lose too much weight, because then my boobs gonna sag, and I don't want no saggy dragons. Okay, so the goal is to just tighten up, tone what I got, and kind of get rid of some of this, you know, fat stomach, like the bottom, the fupa, like, yeah. So, and this is one of those weeks that I have to work tomorrow. So it's like when I have, because I don't count Sunday as an off day, because it's a day for me, but I don't get to do nothing. Like, and then yesterday was Mother's Day, so I was with my mom. So I really haven't gotten any administrative things done. But I'm not working all day Tuesday either. I'm going in at 12, and I should be done like about 2, 3 tops, depending on how she getting her hair colored. But again, this first part of this video is all over the place. So speaking back on today, so the plan is today do my Humira injections. I gotta go to LabCorp 215 to get my labs. Hopefully within that time, oh man, I just want to do it again. Hopefully within that time, my Nespresso order will be at UPS, because if y'all live in a town, city, or state that doesn't have a Nespresso store, like we do have a Nespresso store in Virginia, but it's all the way in, like, I think Tyson's Corner, and that's almost like a 2-hour drive. I ain't driving no 2 hours for nobody coffee. I will go back to just using a Keurig before I do that. But if you don't have a store that's within a reasonable driving range, or if you don't mind making monthly trips, or have you buy your coffee, if you order through the Nespresso app, if you don't already know, if you get it shipped to a UPS store or a UPS kiosk store, I guess, they'll waive the shipping fee. And it comes faster. I ordered my stuff, I want to say, I think I ordered it Friday. And the estimated delivery time was tomorrow, but it's actually going to be here today. So I double back around. All to say is that hopefully after I do my labs, I can go to the UPS store. And I need to see if my spoiled child order is here, because I'm out of collagen. And I've been like skipping days on this, what I have left. Let's see if it's came. Let's see. And update on the coffee, it's garbage. I ain't gonna say it's garbage, but it's just not, it's not giving. And I am on the same bus as my husband. Is home is better. Like, we'll go out to restaurants and we'll get a meal, and he's like, oh, we can make this at home. Me can make it at home. And of course, I mean, as long as you have somebody in the house that can cook, it's always gonna be better at home because you're gonna season the way you like it, and you know, things like that. But you know, when you get like coffees and like specialty drinks and stuff, with the price that you spend, you just think it's gonna be good. But I don't know what it is. It's almost like they need to clean a machine or something, because what I'm realizing is a couple of things. When the machines are dirty, you get a bitter taste in coffee, or their grounds are not grounding. And I'm like looking at my facial expressions while I do this, while I'm like talking about it, because it's so anyway, I am back home. And I really want to lay back down, but I feel like I want some bacon. Bacon, give me that bacon. Y'all, I be pushing this big boy. This the old school Lexus. When I say this joint is the old school, like it's like the old school. It ain't even rounded. It's like the box kind of style. But this joint, regardless of how I look on the inside or the outside, this joint ride Clyde. This joint ride real good. And I got a custom, I'm like, the other Lexus that my husband got is the same body, but it just drives different. So I think what I'm doing, I'm not gonna lay back down. I'm gonna put some bacon in the oven. See if he want a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, because I ain't cooking no chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles. He wanted chicken and waffles yesterday. I'm like, first of all, I know I ain't the mother of your children, but it is Mother's Day. Why I'm making you chicken and waffles? I'm surprised I still got this earbud in my ear. It's barely hanging on. My ears are so small, it fall out all the time. But yeah, so go in this house. Oh, I don't even got my watch on. Go in the house, go through all my accounts that have the old debit card while I'm got the energy to do it. I really don't have no energy, but while I'm up, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go on YouTube, because I guess it doesn't matter what time of the day I do my injections. If I could do them at night, I'd rather just try them at night. So I'm gonna go online and see if it's a certain time, because it don't say on any of the stuff like do it in the morning. If it does, I'm gonna go back and look at the box, because you gotta keep a refrigerator. If it says does it in the morning, then I'll just do it tomorrow. But yeah, so I got a lot of little random things to do. And oh yeah, I did my first Toomey order. I actually got 2 orders, because something that happened, and I don't know what ended up happening, but I ended up doing 2 orders, but they're both out for shipment. I should have them no later than next week. So hopefully I can share what I got. I got more like clothing items. I got a couple of gadgets. But I was telling y'all I wanted to get into wearing more like t-shirts and sweatpants while I'm at the salon, because you can still make it look like you did something without doing much. And trying to get sneakers that I can do, like, you know how people do a capsule wardrobe? Well, I want to do a capsule sneaker collection. So get a couple pair of sneakers that will go pretty much with everything. And I want to try my best to try to keep them nice and clean and neat, because I'm getting back into my sneakerhead stage. Because I don't do much going out where I need to wear a lot of, oh, he still work here. Well, I still got my heels and stuff, but most of the time it's like things where I got to walk and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, so I got that order. And I'm trying to think, do I have anything else? I do have a wig, but that I don't know when that'll be in, because I told you I have a small head. So when they do the smaller caps, they have to customize them, because the majority of their wigs come average size, like 22 inches or something like that. So I will do a wig review and a install on that, and I do actually have a link for this particular wig. It's not any type of collab or anything, it's just an affiliate link. But my hope is the more affiliate work that I do, these companies will see them and then maybe offer me some type of, you know, sponsorship, or, you know, because I really feel like it's that time in my YouTube journey where I would like to get more sponsorships. But of course, in order to get that, they want to see what your reach is and make sure that, you know, the people that you are sharing their product with, that, you know, they will at least click on the link. So that part. So I'm going in the house. It's like 16 minutes of me running my mouth. Hopefully I can chop some of it down. But yeah, this isn't, I mean, so bitter. And it's like, even though I got triple shot, it's too bitter. I think the problem is their coffee. Because color-wise, it's fine. It's their coffee. Their coffee isn't coffeeing anymore. Hey, love. So I'm in the house. Where is my notebook? I'm in the house. And what I'm about to do is write down all the accounts that I have linked to my debit card, my bank card, whatever you want to call my card. And I'm only going to focus on, right now, the remaining things that are coming out of my account for the remainder of the month. I have 2 transactions that try to come out now. And since I already have Netflix up, figure out how to, I'm gonna go ahead and update the Netflix one. I just got my hat on because, I mean, my lace don't look bad, but it look ashy. Plus, this helps cover my eyebrows when my eyebrows aren't done. And plus, I'm loving this hat. So I'm thinking about getting some other colors. I don't know if I showed y'all this hat, but it has the adjustable band in the back. And I love the fact that the adjustable band, it doesn't hang out. It's hidden right here underneath the band. And because, like, if I don't have my weave on, my head is so small, like, the band will really show. So with this one, I like that it has the hidden adjustable band. But I'm loving the black on black. It's another hat that I want to order, but I want to wait until my sneakers arrive because I want to make sure that the colors match. Let's see. So we're going to go with Netflix first, because Netflix tried to charge me while I was in the bank. And my post office. So those are going to be the 2 that I do first. So let's update the device first. So yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I'm just on here because, excuse me, I wanted to come on here and chit chat with you guys. And I'm so sad. Some of y'all, okay, Andrea Renee got a vlog. Yes, I love when she does her vlogs. I love when she does her makeup videos and her like product stuff, but I absolutely love when she does her vlogs because her silliness and quirkiness I definitely can resonate with. Is another girl that I'm really loving, the Desi Rayway. I really like her. I'm still a huge Maya Galore fan. I love her vlogs. I love all her videos, but like, I watch certain people for certain things, and I'm pretty sure that's probably the same way y'all do with me. You only watch me for certain things. And right now it ain't vlogs because the vlogs aren't vlogging as well as I thought they would do. But with anything, it takes a minute. But I want to go on here and see. I do have a touch of undiagnosed ADHD. No, I'm not speaking death and negativity. It doesn't need to be treated, but it's, and I noticed that my nephews, my mom, they're all like that too. So I know it's something that's genetic, because we all do it. Like, we start on something and do something else. Like, I'm trying, like, you know what? And again, I'm switching to something else. Because I really want to. I keep pulling on all the new pins. All these pins that I got in there, every time I pull on, because I just pull and grab. So let's set goals. Finish project before starting something new. Sloppy, but I understand it, because I do that. I just told y'all I was gonna do the thing, then I said I was gonna do my bank account, then I said I was gonna do this. But let's do the Humira first. Best time to inject Humira injections. Okay, none of those work. And to inject Humira injections. Let's see. And I don't know if y'all can hear me. All these are how, like, I've got the how part. Yeah, nobody's really saying anything, so I'm just gonna go with what works best for me. And that's another thing I need to do. Like, I have really not been in my planner to do. I need to call to see if they can give me a stick box. I don't think they're that expensive, but oh, and I gotta go to CVS. But CVS right over there where I gotta go to. See, this is what happens when I don't use my planner. Like, I use my Notion app because it's on my phone, it's on all my devices. My planner is just on my iPad because I have so much stuff on my Good Notes app that I can't transfer it over to this. But hopefully I can get me an iPad on my business account, an iPad mini, and then I can actually transfer my Good Notes stuff to the mini so I can have that with me all the time, because I like having the Pro, but because I'm trying to use smaller bags, because I'm really trying to get out of the big bag carrying, because it's like I carry excess of stuff that I never use. Yes, it's good to have stuff just in case, but I rather also downsize those things, because if I do need something just in case, it's only for that moment. I'm carrying stuff like I'm gonna need it for the whole week. So if I can get the iPad mini on my business account, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I can just take that to the salon and use that to check out and all of that stuff, and then just keep this here at home and work simultaneously, like having dual monitors on my iPad and on my mini. Because I just started, so the Mother's Day vlog, if y'all haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it, because it is not just for Mother's Day, it is for every day. But I did all of my editing on my iPad using the LumaFusion app. Love it. However, I have to figure out the best way to be faster, and I have to figure out how I can save projects, because my iPad battery, when I'm using systems, drains the battery real fast. And because I'm using, and I think I showed y'all this on my video, I'm using this built-in hub. I can't charge my iPad if my iPad starts to die while I'm using this. so that's a whole thing. But I keep that and my SanDisk thing in here all together, because that's another thing that I want to do. I want to create me like a little small bag that has all of my filming stuff. That way I can have everything in one place. Like the goal is before, or at least by the fourth quarter of the year. No, the third quarter. Third quarter is trying to figure out this office situation. But anyway, so look at her marriage actions. They're not giving me a time. So what time is this? 11:45. I wanted to make bacon and eggs, but he making a cake. But I'll make me some bacon. I don't necessarily need the eggs. Because I'm not a big egg person either. So we're gonna go ahead, while I'm on the Netflix account, we're gonna change this. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish these things up, and I need to start editing my vlog from last week. It's only one day, spend a day with me, but I need to edit that and have it up on Wednesday, because I have committed to myself to have all of my vlogs up on Wednesdays. That way it gives me enough time, and I really don't have much else going on today after I come back from getting my lab work done. So I will see y'all a little bit later. Hey y'all. So I'm headed over to get my lab work done. I'm so aggravated. I am getting to the place where I am sick of having to deal with T-Mobile. I try to use my choice of words very carefully, because words become things, and sometimes those things can seep into you. And y'all know I am a loving, caring person, but when I use a very, 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 very aggressive wording, you know I am fit to be tied and completely and utterly over it. I hate T-Mobile. I don't care if T-Mobile right now was like, hey, we want to sponsor some content. No. I will never. And at the end of every one of my calls that I have been dealing with since April, and I feel like starting at the end of March, and when they ask, would you recommend T-Mobile to a family and friend, I say no, because the experience has been so horrific, and nobody's on the same page, not even the managers. Like, you know, the enemy be trying to, you know, when he hear you trying to, you know, speak positive of a customer service experiences and stuff, he want to then be like, let me draw you back in. He ain't gonna draw me back in, but I want to just express the level of frustration with my peoples, because I have been going through this for too long. This is why companies that constantly want to outsource and companies that want to constantly buy out people, typically they don't have good customer service, because you're buying out companies. You got, you know, angry employees that either they're getting laid off, whatever. Training is not up to par. Like, I've been in corporate America, so I can speak facts to this. I'm not just talking about it from a consumer's standpoint. I am talking from both sides of the coin. And when all of that when you're merging and you taking over companies and you outsourcing, it's so many disconnected pieces. Nobody knows how to do anything. And T-Mobile is the most disconnected company. Nobody's on the same page with nothing. Like, I'm so angry that I could cry. So let me tell you let me give you some backstory, and then and I don't got my watch on again, because I'm at my appointment a few minutes early. So I've been with Sprint forever. The only time I left Sprint is when Nextel came out, and everybody wanted a little chirp phone. Then that was with Nextel. Sprint bought Nextel, and it was cool because I was with Sprint. And I know everybody talk junk about Sprint or whatever, but I never had no issues with Sprint. My service was good. When I called them, I got whatever I needed done. So within the past couple of years, T-Mobile has bought out Sprint, and they've done all sorts of things, like, you know, giving us new SIM cards and you know, doing all of those things. And so everything was good until I wanted to change my account. And so this is the issue that I have. They don't know how to work together. If you don't know how to drive that little car, I'm sorry. They don't know how, like, their departments do not work cohesively together. Like, real talk. I mean, why is there so much going on out here? They don't know how to work cohesively together. Like, their internal customer service sucks. They transfer you to the wrong department. They allegedly don't have phone numbers to give you to get to the right departments. Oh my gosh. This parking lot is like a death trap. So I decided that it would make more sense to have a business account, because all of my phones that I have, my husband's phone, my phone, we use for our businesses. Yes, we do have some personal phone calls and things like that, we do, but we use 90 or more % time for business. Like, everything that I have, the reason I don't have no memory on this phone, because all my apps and stuff that I use for business. So anyway, I called because I wanted to get all the information first, so when I was prepared to do the switch, I could do the switch. So I think I started calling like, had to be maybe like a little bit before or after my husband's birthday, which is March 26th. God told me everything I needed to do. All I needed to do was to make sure that my bill was paid, call on the day before or the day of your billing cycle, so you won't be charged additional for the other service, the other line, which was the personal line. And what you would do is you would call, you would tell them you want to transfer responsibility from your personal to your business account. We'll set up the business account, like everything I was able to do on the phone. So the 10th comes along of April, phone bill paid. Nobody knows nothing. They keep telling me, oh, we can't set up business accounts on the phone. You gotta go to the store. I called the store. They was like, no, we don't do that here. Nobody, no, nothing. Like, when I say, like, it was the most exhaustive thing. So finally got everything straight. I ended up having to go into a T-Mobile store like on a Tuesday when they first opened, get the guy to set up the business account, and then I had to call and tell them I would like my personal line, I would like to release responsibility and move all the lines with all of these, everything, you know, the leasing, the equipment, everything. I wanted to release it over to the new account, give them business number, all that stuff. So after days of trying to get that done, they've given me credits and all this and all that. The girl even told me, and I gotta find my notes, I have to. She even told me that, she said, your bill that you will owe for the personal lines, it was gonna be under $200. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess they bill holiday bill. I keep looking at my wrist, so I'm gonna put my watch on. All right, let me start walking over here. So, thinking everything is cool, trying to set up my account, trying to set up my account so I can. I'm gonna have to continue this conversation when I get back in the car, but we could talk about how I get in there. So anyway, so after doing all of that, getting stuff straight, I couldn't log into my T-Mobile account. They kept sending me the link to set it up, and then every time I set it up, it wouldn't let me do it. So I ended up having to call, and then when they did it, everything except for the business phone number was on there. So I was like, you know what? I just was exhausted. I was like, I'll come back and do all of that stuff later, because it's been a mess. So I literally, on my plans for this week, it was a call T-Mobile, because I need to find out why the actual business phone wasn't on that account. Hold on, let me go in this place. I'll call you right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. So, you know what? And I don't even want to put any more energy into the situation. I'm treating myself to some donuts, especially I'm gonna have to do this little fasting situation. But I'm trying to think. Do I want to go over here first? Here you go. All right, so they have a sugar shack over here, y'all. And when I say I used to go to that joint all the time when I was coming from work, they have the best donuts. Like, I like cakey kind of donuts, like thick. I'm gonna get some donuts because I need them. But long story short, so I was waiting to be able to get in the hub. Finally got in the hub. Then when I realized the hub didn't have the business phone number, it had the business account number, but the whole business phone that I got to start the business line wasn't even connected to it. So I was like, you know, I'll worry about that later, whatever. Because I can have up to 6 lines without any additional charge, and the phone is free. So I don't have to pay for that phone. So whether it's up there or not, I don't even care. But I've been waiting for my bill so I can see how much it would be. Plus, they had gave me a $100 credit the last time because of the inconvenience. And she was like, well, you know, the manager actually ended up calling me back after I got off the phone. She's like, well, what can we do? I was like, well, I really don't know what it is y'all can do at this point. She was like, well, I can give you a $100 credit. Would that help? I said, that'll be a start. So I just thought we was going to be in the good, the clear. Then I got my bill. So I was like, they're not going to add that to the business line. But I was like, okay, I get it. It's the personal line. They can't do that. So it was like for $155. I was like, cool. So I'm chilling minding my business, and get a phone call. I'm thinking it's the nurse calling me back because I'm trying to figure out if, you know, what I'm going to do, if I can still take my medication when I'm doing my fast for my colonoscopy. So she was like, yeah, we call from a third-party collection agency for T-Mobile. I'm like, what? Collection agency? And they was like, you owe $500 and something. I said, what? I said, I got a letter right here that was just dated 5/4 saying this. So she was running off all these services. I was like, no, none of that should be charged because everything was transferred. So she put in a dispute for that, and then she told me to call T-Mobile. But I'm not in the mood to do that. I'll call them tomorrow because I am not trying to have a bad day over something that is not in my control and that should have been rectified. But because that company is so not on the same page, everybody is like, they don't know how to communicate with each other. They don't know how to read notes. I'm just tired. So let's go get these donuts.
You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah.
So I'm just irritated, and if I really want to just get rid of T-Mobile altogether, because this has been a nightmare. And this is my first purchase on my new card. I tell you, I went to the bank and they got the new card. That's the one thing that I like about my bank, is that if I need a new card, they can do it right there. I don't have to wait for it to be mailed. That's why I use that bank as my primary bank. Because, you know, when you need your card, you need your card. And you don't want to have to just be waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do 98%. Oh, this Band-Aid ain't on good. Chat. 98% of my purchases with my bank card. So it's always good. Like, those are like some of the questions, like in banking, like, you know, before I get to account, if I need a new card, will you all be able to produce that? I don't have to wait for it to be mailed. It's acting all bougie. But yeah, I'm so over T-Mobile in the worst way. Like, I dread calling them because they don't know anything, and it's so exhausting. So I'll just call them tomorrow. I'm gonna try to file all my little pieces of paper where I wrote stuff down, because it's like you get on a call and you don't realize how much stuff you need to document when you're dealing with incompetence. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I'm a business owner, so I get it. And I'm not gonna just talk trash about a business or drag a business, because I do believe that everybody deserves the benefit of the doubt, because errors and mistakes happen. But this is too frequently, and I got a real issue with it. So I'm about to go in CVS. Get my liquid stuff that I'm supposed to drink. And yeah, I know they got like new things that you can do, but with my insurance, they only covered this. So I'm gonna have to drink the liquid, and I need to get me a stick box. So let's go into CVS.
You never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. Just can't stop thinking about you. Just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe you're brave, boy, you're my weakness. Giving we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home, yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're
grandpa just almost ran me off the road in the Porsche. Listen, I respect his gangster. He looked like he could be 80s, 90s, still driving a Porsche. But I'm going to need you to pay attention to the road. He was over there looking like he was trying to keep the little flirt game with grandma. Oh, he put gas in the car. Yeah. But anyway, so when in CVS, I didn't get the stick box because the pharmacist, he said that the specialty company that sent me the Humira, they should also provide me with the stick box. So I'm going to contact them depending on what time they close. I have to check their website when I get home and ask them to send me that. And he said in the meantime, to put it in like a jug, like a gallon jug. So I do have a water bottle, a gallon water container at the house that I may be about to empty. I'd asked him, could I just keep it in, put it back in the packaging until I get it. And he was like, he wouldn't recommend it just for safety, but I'm not gonna fool with that thing. I'm gonna put it in the little plastic if I still got water in that gallon jug, because I'm not going to what is these people doing? Y'all know that this lane ends. Y'all wait till the last minute to try to merge, like when it's impossible for somebody else to stop and let y'all through. Like, you know what? Heavenly Father, I come to you right now and asking you to remove this spirit of aggravation off of me. It seems like every single thing that is happening today is trying to disrupt and interrupt my peaceful and joyful spirit. Lord, I know things happen and you have to feel what you feel in that moment, but once it jumps on you like a tick, Lord God, I pray that you just release it and remove it off of me immediately, Lord. Father God, just give me a calming spirit right now, Lord God. Bring my mind and my spirit aligned and be peaceful, Lord. The energy that is taken to be aggravated and stressed out, Lord, it's not worth it. So have your way. Allow me to show grace even in the midst of incompetence, Lord God. Give me a right spirit and a right mind. In Jesus' mighty name I pray, amen. Sometimes you gotta take a moment to recognize when your spirit is being attacked and your mind is being in a state of chaos, anxiety, whatever. When those two things happen, it makes it so easy for spirits that are not of God to just jump on you. And I tell y'all all the time, those cracks that the enemy will try to get into by not always just using people, he will use you to cause an attack on yourself. Like, I'm the only, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a cause and effect. And oh man, school is getting out. Up. Calm. Yeah, so I'm definitely going the other way back home now. Excuse me. But sometimes we are our own opposition. You know, it's so easy when things are coming against us to blame the devil. Like, we give that ninja too much credit. And I be trying to get out of that space of giving him all this credit. Because one thing about it is he don't get glory, he don't get honor, he don't get praise. But he thrives off of being credited for the chaos and sometimes self-sabotage that we bring into our own lives. So remember that, you know, when you are feeling, and I'm going to remember that too, when you have a feeling that you are, you know, having a anxiety attack, and, you know, of course, you know, things that you have to manage with medicine, but also don't allow your own self to be like, I don't need to take the medicine right now. That's your own self-sabotaging and causing it to be worse than what it already is. You know, find your balance and find a way to find your way back to God. You know, because like as I'm driving, I'm just sitting here looking at all the things that are trying to aggravate my spirit. And I'm not going to allow it, because I just ask God to give me peace and give me comfort. And that's what I am bringing into my space. So, yeah, take the time to pray over yourself and ask God to move you out of your own way. Because, and I'm going to be even like, I'm going to even be real brutally honest. 85 to 90% of the things that come against us are things that we put on ourselves. You know, it's so easy to blame everybody else and everything else for, oh, what are they doing over here? That is turn up the parking lot. Turn it up. But yeah, you know, it's so easy to play the blame game and blame other people and other things than to accept the responsibility for you contributing to the chaos. I know I ain't back then far enough, but I don't want to hit this car. I'm not even being here that long. You know, we do it to ourselves all the time. God, give me a sign. Then we be like, oh, I can't do this day. I can't do this. Oh, the devil busy. The devil keeping me from doing. No, it's you keeping you from doing what you need to do. So I ain't taking my phone in here. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm all done. So my spoiled child order is at the post office, but it's not going to be available until tomorrow, which is fine. I got enough to take today and maybe tomorrow. This Band-Aid is real raggedy. So I am done with all of my outsiding for today. Y'all should have seen how I parked this car. Yeah, so I'm done all my outsiding for today. I'm really trying to decide. The traffic wasn't that bad. School should be done and over with. What time is this? After 3. Because that's actually like the distance between going one way and the other about the same. It's just one has, like, they just put these new roundabouts out there that during this time of day people don't know how to do rules of the road. But yeah, but what I was saying before I get out the car, you gotta recognize when an attack on your peace and your spirit is happening, because having the attack on both it can be hard to recognize if you aren't in relationship with God or whomever you believe in and whomever you serve. But once you recognize it, regardless if you are the arrow shooter or the enemy is using people and things to be the arrow shooter to try to attack you and to disrupt, you know what I'm saying, your space, your peace, your joy, stop and just pray over yourself. Like, don't send a text message, don't post, y'all pray for me. The energy that you put, now it's good to ask for people to pray, but to ask for people to pray publicly, you have to be very careful, because not everybody is praying for your healing and for your come up. A lot of people are praying for your downfall. And if you don't know how to align your spirit to war against those things, it can slide into them cracks, and you don't have enough godly plaster to plaster them things up where it really can affect you. So I say that to say that, just like how everybody talk about your vision board. You don't want to post your vision board because you don't want everybody to see your vision, because not everybody wants your vision to come to fruition. Same thing with your prayers. Like, I be feeling on the fence when I see people post pray for me, because with social media, that is the land of the haters and the home of the takers. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody on there, not unless it's your people, that's your people, are going to really genuinely pray for you, especially if they're not aligned with their spirit. So that's why a couple of things are important when you have these moments when it's just like, or whatever the case may be, or whatever your emotions are. Look at me being animated. Whatever your emotions are, you want to be able to, be able to go to God yourself, because that's your cross, that's your burden that you are releasing back to God, nobody else's. But if you don't know how to war for yourself, or if you are too weak to even, really know how to pray, it always says pray in the spirit, but if you don't even know how to pray in the spirit, that's when it is very beneficial to rely on your, your prayer warriors, the people that you know is going to pray. And I have a few people that I know outside of my husband and my spiritual mother that will do that for me. And you will 98.99999% of the time, you'll never see me. And I don't even say 99% of the time. You won't really see me say pray for me. I might randomly, if I have a loss in my family, I'll say pray for my family. But you will very rarely hear somebody, rarely see a post from me saying pray for me, because I know how it works. And speaking of prayer over yourself and having your prayer warriors, your prayer partners, my bestie Alicia from Everything Alicia, she was telling me that, I don't know what was going on, but she was going through emergency contacts, and her son saw that she had me as an emergency contact. And he was like, Mom, what is she going to do all the way from Virginia if something happens? He was like, she going to pray. So your emergency contacts don't always have to include somebody that can be on the scene immediately. Sometimes you need to have your go to God emergency contacts, that when whomever gets access to your phone, they can send a message to all of your ICE contacts in case of emergency, if you don't know what ICE means. And when they get the message, people know their position and their roles. And one thing about it is, if I ever got an emergency call, text from anybody in Texas for my girl, I already know what to do. And vice versa. So go through your contact list, update your ice list. And in the notes or next to the ICE, put in there emergency prayer partner. You know what I'm saying? So you will know, and the people that are sending us the alerts to know who these people are. But yeah, I feel better. I feel calm. I feel peace. Now that I have prayed to my Father God, I'm gonna go in this house, show y'all my Nespresso order, these donuts, and I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee because that Starbucks coffee I drank half of it and I left it in the office on my desk. Yeah, so I won't be drinking more of that. I'm so mad that I spent that money. But I'm going ahead and get me some more coffee because I'm exhausted. I got up way earlier than I would normally get up on a Monday. The girl is tired. And for it to be 66 degrees outside, it is baking in this car. It is baking in the car, baking in the car. Hey. See y'all in the house. Alright, y'all, so this is my medicine that I have to take Monday. Put the camera. So this is it. The Gavalite G. So as you can see, let me see. So this is the powder right here. They do give you a lemon flavor packet to make it not taste as horrible. I've never had this before, so I've heard horror stories. My mom, she takes this like a champ because she's been doing this for years. But I have to fill it up to this line. So yeah, so I'm going to put this in the pantry so I can have it. And I can drink water while I'm drinking this. So it says fill to the line. Package insert may be removed before dispensing. I guess they're talking about this. So yeah, so that's that. Yeah. All right, next are the Sugar Shack donuts. So I'm just gonna open this and then show y'all. They seal it for you so the top won't be popping off. Y'all, I'm stay cutting myself. I'm like a hazard to my own life. Okay. Don't these look delicious? So this is like the old-fashioned donut, but this chocolate with glaze. This is a chocolate covered donut. This is a caramel. This is a vanilla and chocolate. This is chocolate chip. This is vanilla and caramel with I think it's 2 different kind of nuts on here. So I don't know which one I want to taste, but if you can kind of see how thick they are. Like, I love my donuts like this. Especially, they're fresh, so they're nice and soft. I don't know which one I want first. I'm feeling like this one, because I know my husband will definitely want this one, maybe that one, and possibly that one. So these 3, L for low, and then these 3 for me. Or, I mean, they're so big, you can kind of cut them in half. But I don't know which one I'm going to eat. I would ask y'all, but by the time y'all saw this video, I've been already ate them. So I typically get a different type of, well, their menu is never like, you always have different donuts. So you don't know what they're going to have. I've had the chocolate. I've had this one. I feel like I've had the chocolate chip, but I don't know if I've had any of these 3. But For the most part, my Sugar Shack experience has always been shacking. Why do I gotta put ing on everything? But I've never been to this location. And y'all know, different locations, different donuts. Not unless they have one baker and then they distribute them amongst the stores. That's what I'm hoping, that they just have the one baker, they distribute them amongst the stores. I think they have like 3, maybe 4 Sugar Shacks in Richmond. Not sure if this is outside of a Virginia thing, but I figured since I'm about to go on this fast, I might as well enjoy some of this stuff, because after I come off of my fast and have my colonoscopy, I plan on doing a whole shift in my intake of certain things. So let's go in the room. I need to not detox. I need to descale my Nespresso machine before I make me any fresh coffee. These look so good. I think I'm gonna taste a piece right now. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna show you what I got. I got 2 new items, and then one that I ain't gonna say been getting, but I always make sure when I do order, I always order extra recycling bags. They are free. They can get up to 2. I've already mailed off my first recycle bag. I got one that I'm working on now. So let's see. All right, so the first one that I got, this is a double espresso dolce. Never tried this one before, but I heard this is really good for iced coffee. So this is going to be 2 shots of espresso. So I got 2 of these. Then I got the double espresso charo, and this is the one that I've gotten before. I think I've done this might be my 3rd order of these. They come 10 in a pack, so I got 20 of those, 20 of the dolce. So the goal is to, once I'm about to, because the ones that, not unless I end up liking the dolce, when I get to 1 pack of each, I'm gonna do my order again, because running out of espresso and then having to get the Starbucks espresso pods, it just be like, I mean, the coffee is not that good. I think you have to really check the expiration date when you get in those Nespresso Starbucks pods, because sometimes they can be really, really bitter. Like, sometimes I get them and they be hit or miss. But this last batch that I got, they weren't that bad, but they weren't. Trust me, it ain't taste nothing like this. But the other one that I got, I only got 1 box, but it is a limited edition, and it says it's a remix blend. This is the Starbucks Reserve. The box is gorgeous, and look at that rose gold. So this is also a double shot. This one has notes of wild berry. So I'm kind of thinking, like, I know a couple of my coffee friends, they put lavender in their coffees. So I'm thinking I might try this with some lavender and oat milk. I'm going to see if they got some recipes online. This charo, does it have the notes on the box? This one doesn't have the notes on the box, but if I can think about it, I might need to leave the notes. But I like the fact also that it tells you the intensity, and basically that just means the strongness of the espresso. And let's see. So the dolce is like a number 5. So this will probably be more like your blonde roast espresso blend. The blonde roast from Starbucks is not real strong. It's got a nice blend. That's why I can always do a triple of that. So I'm feeling like this one would be closer on that line since it has an intensity of 5. The Tri-Roll, and if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize because I know people get offended. This is a intensity of 8, so this is almost like blow your mind strong. And then this new Starbucks Reserve is a level 6, so it's just a little bit over the other one. I really want to try this and see how I like it. If I like it, I might do another order. But if I do, I'm going to try this first, and then I'm going to try the Dolce. And then if I like the Dolce and I like this, I'm just going to order 1 sleeve of each, which will give me, or I might order 2 sleeves of this, just depending on how much I like it. But let's see what the pod looks like. Okay, so it's just a basic pod. It's like a nice brown kind of pod, and it has, you know, Starbucks Reserve on the other side. And then if you're not familiar with the Nespresso pods, it tells you how many milliliters and ounces. So if you do milliliters, it's 80 milliliters. Ounces is 2.7 fluid ounces. And I do like how you can, I do like how they have the sleeves where you can open it like that. I wish I had some type of dispenser where I can hang it like this and then just pop it open. But you make do with the space that you have. So I did end up tasting the vanilla and chocolate swirl one, and it was good. It was real good. So I'm about to, my husband just texted me, asking was I home. So I'm hoping we're going to pick up the car, and that way I can just drive to work tomorrow. Be ready in 15 minutes. Yeah, so he said 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just scale my Nespresso machine while I'm doing that. And I'll just make coffee when I get back home, because I can go straight to sleep after I drink coffee, but I just need that boost. So when I come back from doing whatever it is I need to do with my husband, I'm gonna end the vlog here. And like I said, I'm just gonna make today a spend a day with me, because what I would like to do is to vlog my process for doing this colonoscopy, because it is very important, especially in the African American community. We have so much fear when it comes to going to the doctors, because a lot of people are thinking about all the experiments that doctors have, you know, ran on Black people over the years, and things like that. So a lot of people don't like to go to the doctor because they're like, you know, oh, well, you remember the Tuskegee experiment, and you remember syphilis. Like, it was so, and even like when it comes to like women having children, back in the slave days, they used to practice doing certain deliveries on Black women because we were such strong women. Listen, everybody got pain tolerances that if you cut me wide open with no anesthesia and no number cream, it's gonna hurt. Period. So anyway, I said all that to say I want to film my process, and me doing it not just because it's something that I should do annually, but because of family history. My mom, she's had colon cancer twice. Typically, you know, certain things that are that you inherit is based on the dad's side. My dad's side has psoriasis, so I got that from him. We don't have a lot of cancer on that side, so I'm still not discounting the fact that I can still be that one that still gets it. Like, we don't really know my mom's dad's side because of a whole situation with that. You know, my grandmother was a minor, and this is my biological grandmother. She was a minor, and her situation that she was in, where she had my uncle and my mom, was just a situation that just was not condoned back in the days. People get away with it like changing panties nowadays, but I'm not gonna get into all that detail because there's other family members that may be affected by that. But with all that being said, my mom and them never really had a relationship with their dad. They know of him, they know the family that he's attached to, but we don't really, well, myself and my mother and my sister, we don't really know the family health history. So it's kind of like it's best to just take the test and be safe than to worry about where this dominant cancer gene that my mom has, because she's had colon cancer twice, then she had liver cancer, and then she had breast cancer. She's still here. She's a survivor. I praise God for that miracle every day, because a lot of people don't make it through the first cancer diagnosis and the treatments. So I do what I do to make sure that I'm preventing and for early detection and all of those things. And so I want to do the video primarily because there's a lot of people that look like me, especially with women. You would think women would be more so on all of that stuff, you know, because we always talk about the soft life, getting our nails done, our hair done, our feet done. But then when it comes to making some of these necessary appointments for our health, we put it off because we're like, oh, I don't got a time. I got to make a doctor's appointment. I got to do this. And then what if something's wrong? I'm not going to have nobody to watch the kids or take care of the house. Like, we put all these excuses in front of why we should do this. Or we be like, oh, I got a stomach ache. Oh, they ain't nothing but gas. Oh, that's my cramps. We self-diagnose ourselves so much. One, because that's what women did before they had a lot of the rights that they have now. And then it got passed down from generation to generation. So if you didn't see someone actively going to the doctor before something went wrong, you didn't do it. That's just like therapy. Most people don't go to therapy until something is wrong or they're having a crisis. Let's get in the habit of doing maintenance things. Do the things before something is wrong, because you can possibly prevent things to go wrong. So with all that being said, that's why I'm doing it, just to show my journey, how I prepare, because I've been doing a lot of research trying to find videos of seeing, you know, what people did prior to that. You know, they give you a pamphlet and tell you all that kind of stuff, but I don't see a lot of me showing what they needed to do to prepare for the screening colonoscopy. You know, I mean, a lot of times, unfortunately, you kind of see I got sick, went to the hospital, got diagnosed, you know, and I'm thankful for the people that put it out there for that. But I want to be one of those ones that let me go have the screening so I can get myself together to prevent that, or to at least get early detection, because that was my mom's saving grace. She had early detection. Every diagnosis was early detection. Yeah, you probably say, well, it just kept coming back, but it was early detection, and that's why she's still here. You know, all of her even like her last one with the breast cancer, she had a triple malignant, I think, but it was early detection that caught it early enough from her feeling it and feeling something weird, and scheduling, like, outside of just that, just doing yourself. Like, if something don't feel like it normally feels, don't make an excuse for it to feel like what you wanted to feel like. You got chest pain, you know what I'm saying, on your left side, don't say it because my titty's too big and it's just weighing it down. Get it checked. Get it checked. So let me go ahead and prep myself, because the hub will be here. He should actually be here any minute. I'm gonna talk the whole 15 minutes. So I will see y'all when I get back. love, so I am back. So I wanted to do a couple more things before I end the vlog. One, I wanted to taste this new Nespresso Starbucks Reserve coffee with you guys, because I know a lot of you guys like my coffee videos and my coffee recommendations. I haven't done any like short film content in a minute. I feel like, especially because I make like the same coffees, it just was like, I don't know, I just kind of just fell back off of them. I'm gonna taste this without anything in there. It smells good. I mean, it's not real strong, and I think this is what I said, like a level 6 on the intensity. So let's taste this, because like I said, after Thursday I can't have any dairy. So if this is drinkable with some ice, I don't have an ice in here right now because I'm going to mix it with the lavender and some oat milk and tell you how it tastes that way. But let's go ahead and taste this. I'm a creamer kind of girl. By itself, I'm not a black coffee or espresso shot kind of girl, but it's sippable. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add just a little bit of lavender, because this lavender is very potent. Let's eyeball this to about a tablespoon. And I thought I brought my stirrer over here. And then we're going to add some oat milk. I normally do like about a cup. Add some ice. All right, let's stir this all together. Looks pretty. Okay, wait a minute. On the lick of the spoon. Doesn't taste bad. Let's see. Y'all can see my lace. Y'all. This is tasty. Now I see why people be using lavender. Because it gives it a true like coffee taste. Like you're not searching for like a caramel or vanilla or chocolate. This is good. Let me find out. This might be my go-to coffee. This is really good. Like too good. Like too good. So this is a 16-ounce plastic cup. These are the cups that I use when I'm doing my on-the-go iced coffees or lattes. This is actually a latte, not an iced coffee. All the terminology. Lattes are espresso style. Oh, I wonder how this would taste with some cinnamon on it. Lattes are espresso based drink. Iced coffees are cold brew or coffee drinks. This is really good. Like, I am so mad that I bought that Starbucks, because this is hitting right here. Normally I drink my coffee with a straw, but this is hitting. You see how I'm bucked this out? Like, in my coffee that was left over from Starbucks for hours, it took me probably like 30, 40 minutes to get it like this. Then probably another 30, 40 minutes to get it down to here. I'm almost done it. I only been on here for 6 minutes. And half of that was me not even drinking it like this. This is good. So I'm about to have another flare. I need to document this. I'm trying to figure out how, when my flares come, what have I done differently. And the only thing that I did differently yesterday, I did have some like a cocktail. I didn't have wine, but I don't know. Hopefully these injections will help. So anyway, let me go. I'm gonna finish this coffee. I'm gonna start editing last week's video because I have not started editing that yet. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to start cooking in a few minutes. Ugh. What happened to all of my stuff? Alright, why is this here? Delete. Alright, I will be back to either end the vlog or to show me do the injection and end the vlog. Either way, I will be back. Alright, loves. So, I couldn't do the injection. Well, I did the injection, but I was too, like, worked up and too nervous to even think about pulling out the camera. But I actually spat, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I made more of a big deal about the pain than it really was. It really didn't hurt. And I'm like tripping because I'm like, all these tattoos, why am I tripping? But I guess because I was like self-injecting, but it wasn't bad. My husband was in the living room with me, coached me up. He's like, boy, just do it, just do it. So I believe I did it right. The yellow line came up. So prayerfully I did it right. So I don't have to do another injection until another 14 days from now. So that'll be on the 29th. So with the last Monday of May. So maybe I will show me doing it then, but it was really not a big deal. Like, I made more of a big deal of it than what it really was. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. We just finished eating dinner. I made, y'all know what, chicken and fries. And I did end up eating chicken and fries today because I haven't been to the grocery store. I don't have no stuff for salad. I think I'm not gonna buy a lot of stuff because I can't even eat greens. So really, I probably won't even buy any salad stuff. Like, whatever I got, I'm just gonna eat. Well, I can buy a bag and I can eat that tomorrow, and I can eat it Wednesday. My wrist look like it's swollen. So that's what I'm gonna do because I still got tomatoes and cucumbers that I need to use up. So then it's just trying to figure out what, like, I can do rice, I can do fish, I can do chicken. So that might just be all that I eat. I'll probably go to Trader Joe's and get another box of jasmine rice. I think I got salmon that I haven't cooked yet. That's in the freezer. So I should be good with that. We always got chicken. I'm gonna buy some peaches because they said I can do peaches. They said canned peaches. So I may either get canned or fresh. I don't know. Well, I can't eat the skin, so it's got to be skinless. So I'll probably just get some canned peaches that are in water, not just syrup. My wrist looks swollen. Hold on. Yeah, my wrist is swollen. And I know, like, so see, you don't see a bone here, but you see the bone there. So my wrist is swollen. Dang. And you know, my knee has started to feel tight today. Like, I haven't had any psoriatic arthritis, like, inflammation in a minute. So yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, the journey of having an autoimmune disease is something else. But, and I know y'all can see my lace. I've done nothing to it today. I wore hats. Look how dry my ears are. It's like I put the ointment and it doesn't get any better. Like, this has definitely been a journey for me. And I think I've decided I'm just let my gray grow out, especially since I'm wearing my wigs. I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. But I'm about to jump in the shower. I started editing the vlog from last week. I gotta, when I get up in the morning, so I don't have to be to work till 12, so I don't have to really leave until 11:30. So if I can get up early enough, because I'm exhausted. If I can get up early enough, I'm gonna try to edit as much as I can. And then when I get off, I should get off like about 2, 3 at the latest, just depending on how much of her hair she wants colored. But I'm gonna finish it up and then post it on Wednesday. I don't know what time Wednesday, but it will be up on Wednesday. Hopefully I can have it posted at least by 3. Because my goal is to not post it in the morning. Just look crazy. Not to post it in the morning, but to post it in like the late afternoon, early evening, when people are getting off from work, getting settled, and they wanted something to watch. So I hope you enjoyed today's Spend the Day with me. Day in the life, whatever we're calling these videos. Gosh, y'all, I'm dreading calling T-Mobile tomorrow. I really am. I'm really dreading that. But anyway, so I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If so, make sure you give me a big old thumbs up. Click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. So until next time, loves. Peace.